1, 2, 3.
Bust it.
Power Connect Show. Power Connect. Power Connect Show. Power Connect. Power Connect Show. Your reliable program that gives you all the information you need to know about the power sector, professionals in the industry, electrical products, government agencies, the stakeholders, and many more. Power Connect Show.
It's the season of celebration, the season of merrymaking, the season of goodwill, the season of felicitation. And there can't be a better way to start the program other than to say a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. A well-lit Christmas and a very bright Happy New Year to everyone. I know you are there waiting for your delightful program, your ever exciting program, the Power Connect Show. And of course, you know that the station, it's happening on no other place than your favorite station, Niger FM 102.5. And the name, it remains what it has always been, Ademola Ben Cranston Adegoke. And well, I know you are asking whether my co-anchor, the one I call BB, Banji Busari, whether he's around. He's right here. But Banji, before you talk, your face is looking too fresh. It's like you're already collecting some hampers and envelopes, maybe without my knowledge. It's looking like that, Banji.
ABC, first and foremost, let me just agree with you that this is celebration time. Christmas celebration
but
and all you
yes,
I will agree with you. Yes, I haven't received yours. And don't let me forget what you seem to want to change it. Now I know that as usual you will give me this year, as you have always done anyway. Yes, like it's a season of celebration and we are also part of it. I believe you are also feeling it too. It's in the air, and we are bringing all of that into this edition of the program to make you know that yes, we are concerned about you, your joy, your happiness, especially during the Yuletide season. It's our program, Power Connect.
So we'll be right back.
My name is
after
Banji
this
Busari.
short timeout.
Dear Ogbonge Eco Disco customer, I beg you, make you go our website www.ekedp.com/STS and enter your current meter number to check whether your meter qualify to upgrade to the STS2 version. If your meter qualify, we go holla you back. But if you not qualify, you fit apply for new meter and the EKEDC go return the meter money to you over time. If you experience any wahala, I beg you, make you contact our customer experience team through the email or phone where we provide. This na public service announcement from EKEDC. EKEDC. Now we they empower the quality of life.
I had said at the beginning, you're welcome back, and I had said at the beginning that it's a season of celebration. But one thing about celebration is that only the living do engage in it. The dead don't celebrate. And even the sick, maybe they can celebrate, but it can't be as complete as someone that enjoys awesomeness of health or complete wellness. And that is why even in this season of celebration, it is good to talk about safety. It is good to celebrate safely.
You can say that again, ABC.
Yes,
safety is key to celebration.
It's key to celebration. But because, like I said, only the living celebrate. The dead don't. And like you know, we are always here to ensure that your interest, the interest of our listeners, is well taken care of. And what other way to do that other than to talk about safety? And we have here with us a friend of the house, one that is not new to the program. Is the head Earth Safety and Environment, Eco Electricity Distribution Company, Mr. Tim Aluko. You are welcome.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, listeners. Hello, my people. How are you?
Should I extend Merry Christmas?
Yes, very well. Yeah, and happy
I
New
wish
Year
you
in
the
advance. Prosperous one for that matter.
Amen.
My people, I bring you greetings from our management in Eco Electric Distribution Company. They said I should tell you that Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And you wish them a very safe Christmas and Happy New Year celebration.
Yes.
Okay, yes, today we are talking about safety, but we are looking at it
outdoor, environmental, and all of that.
But because it's the season of, because it's the festive season, and I know that, people will shop, people will travel. So, even much more than talking about, we will come back to safety as it has to do with electricity, maybe at the outdoor side of it. But let's start with the celebration. What are those safety issues that people that we should look at in this period of celebration?
All right. Thank you so very much for that question. It's important that while we celebrate safely, because we live to, do another one. However, there are different activities that happen around this period. The cooking activities, which is always, the kitchen is always busy around this time, the dining, the travels and driving. People tend to go to visit their loved ones within and outside their living areas, the decoration tips, and also the shopping. I would just want to share a bit of what we should expect and what we should do to ensure that our family remains safe around this period. It's important that while we marathon cook, we should ensure that we don't leave the stove burners or oven unattended to. This has led to a lot of issues, a lot of accidents, especially when there are kids around. And it's the holiday period, kids are always around. So importantly, while you are cooking in your kitchen, ensure, or in open places, maybe you have a barbecue night and the rest of them, please ensure that you don't leave your gas cookers, you don't leave your burners unattended to. Please ensure that you always keep towel and pot holder so that you can use to avoid burns to your hands. Ensure that as much as possible kids are kept away from the kitchen, maybe from age 0 to age 7, 8, 9, where they don't really know the difference between good and bad. Maybe they do, but again, it's one way to keep you safe and also to ensure that as much as we are in the festive period, we don't end up in the hospital trying to nurse some burns. And while we are traveling, please, we do say that avoid late night traveling as much as possible because night predisposes us to
before you go to travel, because before you go to night travel,
yes.
Still talking about cooking in the kitchen, especially for those that will be using electric cookers. Normally, we expect that people don't pay attention to that. The area of insulation. When you are using electric cooker, you should get yourself insulated. What do you want to say about that?
Yes, thank you so much. First, I'll talk about the equipment. There are some electric cookers that you see frayed cables, you see peeled cables, you see bad sockets where you'd remove it and
then
put
you
the
have
wire
current
directly,
leakage,
and you have leakages and the rest of them. So importantly, ensure that your cookers, especially your electric cookers, is well insulated. The cable is insulated all the way to the plug that enters the socket. And also, as much as possible, while you are using it, ensure that you have insulation mats in your kitchen, and ensure you always have your slippers worn. And where those cookers are not in use, not like you say that you've switched off the cooker, please ensure to turn off from the socket, and as much as possible, you can even remove from the socket so that you don't have those leakages, especially now that we are beginning to go into Hamatans. It's possible we still have one introductory rain that takes us to the Hamatan. There's possibility of lightning, there's possibility of all those leakages. So first and foremost, while you are using that, the equipment must be good, you must be well insulated, and again, like I said, keep away from the reach of children.
So we are going to talk about people traveling. Demola, for instance, I'm sure Yekit is beckoning.
Oh, really?
So he's just talking about people not traveling late in the night.
Yes.
But I'm also thinking of people travel on highways and all that. What precautionary measures do they really need?
Yes, it's part of a safe journey management plan that as soon as it's dark, maybe 6 p.m., you find somewhere to pass the night so that, and please ensure that you don't travel alone. You must have a helping hand in the vehicle in the event of any breakdown, tire leakages. Those equipments don't have brain; they use our brain. So, as much as possible, when there is any breakdown like that, you must have somebody to support you. And remember that there are speed limits for federal road, there are speed limits for interstate road. please ensure you don't exceed those limits. Ensure your vehicle is well maintained before you take them on the road, especially for traveling. When you drink, don't drive. When you drive, don't drink. And as much as possible, obey all traffic rules, which includes speed limits.
In other words, if you are driving all those pelebe and the rest of, you know what they call pelebe?
No. One of the tragedies that happened to the industry in Nigeria is when we started having 15 naira sachets, where somebody that can't even afford a bottle of water can afford a sachet of drinks.
Yeah.
So as much as possible, please, if you will be on the wheels, try stay off those things. But again, it's festivity, and we hope that you remain.
And what about those who want to say yes? It is that gingers them when they are driving.
While we're also thinking about festive period, I just thought about there are so the fact that there are so many events happening around this time, party venues and all of that. How should people actually conduct themselves?
Yes.
We have seen situations where some people have unfortunately been electrocuted due to wiring. So what's your advice for?
Okay, there are two angles to that as a host of the event and also as somebody that is attending. While you are putting all the decorations, please use ladders, don't overreach so that you don't break your bones. Ensure that your stage is well managed, all the cables that will be on your stage, if it's possible to have them in a pipe trunk, such that they are not unnecessarily exposed, where people can pick them, where people can trip against them, and also where those small frays, those small openings on those cables can also lead to electric shock and sometimes electrocution. So while you are hosting the event, make sure you go all out on your event hosting safety as to how you hang your Christmas lights. Ensure that there are some that you see labeled there that they are fire resistant and the rest of them. So they are artificial, they are natural, so if it's possible, use the natural thing where you hang your, but again, look out for frayed cables. Look out for pews that you can ordinarily see, and inspect them before you use them. Unplug as much as possible after the event, or where there's what they call the last man rule, where the last person goes out to switch off everything. So ensure that that last man rule also applies to your Christmas lights. There's nobody, of course, if you have a Christmas light in your parlor, in your living room, and you want to go sleep, let's say 9 p.m. at night, there's nobody. Who are you leaving it on for? Fine, it conserves energy. Of course, we know it doesn't consume more, but again, from the energy conservation point of view, if you switch it off, it is safe, because it ensures that your equipment stays as much as they should, and also for the energy conservation part of you. So when you are going at night, when you want to go sleep after those events, make sure you unplug all those things. And when you are also taking all those things off, ensure that you take them off safe.
Let's also look at this. One feature of this period of the season is the use of explosives. You understand, for celebration.
Come to my area, ABC.
Yeah.
If as early as the first week of this month, you think it's a Christmas day.
Yeah. So how must this be used, if at all it has to be used?
Well, I won't support that it's used, but I would say that if you're in an environment where it is used, please flee, because you don't know where you have things that can result to explosion. You don't know where you have things that can result to fire. That's why in so many places you see, don't smoke here, don't do this here, because fire happens when the three things are available. There is source of ignition, there is source of oxygen, which is abundant in the air, and there is source of fuel. Fuel can be anybody's body, can be anything. So as much as possible, and also the noise that you're exposed to. There are decibels that you should be exposed to, but if it's too much, that's why you see that if you go to church and sit in front of speaker, at the end of the day, when you get home, you'll be hearing those tiny things. It's called tiny tools. That's the first level.
Maybe there are even people with medical conditions that
could trigger heart conditions and the rest of them. So I would advise that you try as much as possible not to get near those explosives. Try as much as possible to discourage people around you. And where you are, in the event that they start doing it where you are, try as much as possible to flee. I use the word flee because flee means run.
All right, the program is the Power Connect Show, and our guest has been Mr. Timothy Aluko, Head Safety and Environment, EKEDC. We go for a short break. When we return, the program continues.
Oníbàárà Èkó Disco wa pàtàkì, jọ̀wọ́ lọ sí www.ekedp.com/STS kó o sì tẹ nọ́mbà mítà tó ń lò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ síbẹ̀ láti mọ̀ bóyá mítà rẹ lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti sún sókè sí ẹ̀dà STS2. tí mítà rẹ bá lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ a ó tún padà kàn sí ọ àmọ́ tí kò bá lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ o máa nílò láti forúkọ sílẹ̀ fún mítà tuntun. EKEDC á sì dá owó mítà rẹ padà fún ọ láàrin àkókò díẹ̀. tó o bá ní ìdojúkọ kankan jọ̀wọ́ kàn sí ikọ̀ ìrírí oníbàárà wa pẹ̀lú email tàbí nọ́mbà fóònù tá a pèsè. ìkéde fún gbogbo ará ìlú yìí wá látọ̀dọ̀ Èkó Disco. EKEDC àwa là ń fi agbára fún ìgbé ayé ẹ̀dá tó yanrantí.
Oh yes, you're welcome back. It's still our show and our guest is still with us. Now, Demola, let's not, yes, the intro has been so beautiful, so wonderful, but let's not actually forget the main focus. We're talking about outdoor electricity. That's safety.
Outdoor safety.
During this period. Outdoor safety is so much more encompassing than the Yuletide period safety tips. Tell us more. What is
really outdoor safety? What it be?
Yes, I would want to break it into two. I go one break and
make you talk to our people.
The first one, outdoor safety as it relates to what you do. The second one as it relates to electrical appliances, where you have transformers, where you have feeder pillars, where you have RMUs, where you have overhead conductors and the rest of them. Yeah. So anything where go expose you to hazards, anything where fit cause injury, anything where fit cause harm, how you go do maybe say your activities no go interact with your activities. Now wetin they call outdoor safety be that. Anything you do outside for a driver is defensive driving so that you don't get accident. For now where they listen to us now, because we are coming from a co-distribution company, it is how we can now ensure that everything they do around all those gadgets where they outside, around all our facility, you do them safely, intrude on right of way, so that at the end of the day, you go there happy, we go there happy, all of us go shout Happy New Year together. So that is outdoor safety.
There is one angle there about this outdoor safety. And we say you go market. The market people plenty, and so you see line. High tension line. People they under. You see mechanic workshop. People they under. High tension they. But how this one be?
Thank you. In fact, I think it was around May this year. We visited 13 markets. We go 13 markets and about 13 schools. Waiting, we go preach to them how to stay alive around the infrastructure. We they go market, we they do jingles, we they do town hall meetings. As to say, make people no go they trade under high tension. They talk say equipment no get brain. Now we go use our brain because it is possible there is if possible, may weather just change, make high wind happen, make it's because so that if those things snap, if they cut, make I use waiting my people go relate with. If they cut, so that
if the line cut, if the wire cut.
Yes, if the wire cut. And remember, from our own end, we they do our maintenance, so we they even change all our relays now to broken aluminium relay. What that means, we say if there is a cut like that before the thing go reach ground, power go don't come out, so it will just eat you like say normal would eat you. We they do all those things, so but how people can't do the one way them supposed to. We are leveraging on relationship. We are speaking to people. We are doing that. So if you go to market this time, if you see overhead conductor, abeg run. If you be market woman, where they trade beside transformer, beside where aluminum conductor, where line they on top, please stop it now for your own good.
But this advocacy don't they go on for so long. You don't they talk to CDAs, you don't they talk to many people. Don't you think say legislation go work? Because people like say people know they hear.
Yes.
Even thing where they bring danger, where people know say go bring danger, they go still ignore them. So don't you think legislation can help?
In fact, I agree with you, sir. When we notice say some markets, some schools, some institutions, they on that right of way like that, we they go there, go advise them. We go still write letter, quote the part of NESIS. That is the Nigerian Electrical Supply and Installation Standard. We talk, say, me they no do and we talk the dangers. We go write letter to them, copy, if na market, we will copy your of that market, we will copy the CDAs of their area, we will copy Lagos State Safety Commission, we will copy, the regional planning people. So we they extend that hand of fellowship. There are a lot of ongoing conversations with those organizations that should drive. The best we can do is to advise. We can't, do more than that, and that's why we are leveraging on the relationship with the regulators to drive compliance and enforcement.
I hope so people go listen. Mr. Look, EKC don't do in own bit very well. Yes. I hope say our people go listen and do their own bit. I think make this is at the time we go call our people, make them hear and ask, and then confirm whether they don't avoid those dangers or not. The numbers to call to participate on this program is 081-8212-0734. Let me repeat, 081-8212-0734. Person wey wan use WhatsApp fit use this number 081-001-30349. Again, 081-001-30349. Safety is very important. People must talk. People must ask Mr. Aluko several questions on this program. The issue of power line in my area, you need to come to my area. No be say market alone. People they build residential
apartments. How they get permit to be
for this under power line?
Now me want ask this question. EKDC not be town planning authority where they approve land for, but when I get any kind of working a partnership with all these governmental bodies where they say they no go they approve land for people where want or where they build house or you not get that kind of arrangement.
Yeah, thank you very much. There are a lot of discussions ongoing, and we hope to leverage on those relationships come year 2024. Of course, we get that arrangement. Even if you go to some houses in some developing areas, you go see say Lagos State Safety Commission don't mark them for council. So we will leverage more on compliance and enforcement with the regulatory bodies that we are working with. However, I like what you talk, sir. Say EKDC, we are service provider. We hope to give you power safely and sustainably, but we can only advise and disconnect. We can't remove your building. So we will leverage on the partnership and relationship with regulators to make sure that the rights regulation is implemented. And
may I go ask you one, because this question is very important. The law day or rule day say the setback where people suppose give for power line. Say how close your house should be to power line. Maybe we can talk about it again.
Sir. Just like even when you are building, you go leave right of way for road. For every 11 kV conductor you have, it is 11 meters. For every 33, it is still 11 meters. For every 132, it is 30 meters. For every 330, it is 50 meters. From the, there are ways they measure it from the middle line. So it is there and everybody knows. It is inside NESIS. That's the electricity supply and installation standard. It is there. And that is what we always quote whenever we are sending violation letters to people. And we copy all stakeholders that should be copied. So we will do more. We are doing very well. We will do more, and we will ensure that, just like this forum is one of the ways to educate our audience. So we continue to we do stakeholder management. We do town hall meetings at all our 11 districts. We go to CDA meetings. We do a lot, but we'll still do more.
The artisans are the people I want to make use this very important moment to talk to. Bricklayers, plumbers, carpenters are not where they work very close to power lines.
Especially during construction.
Yeah, during construction. A lot of accidents have occurred. I mean, with these people. Waiting be the advice where you
maybe carpenters doing roofing and very close and induction will take place. So maybe induction a big word, waiting maybe we
make you no speak better big grammar here.
We go break and down.
So waiting be your advice for this.
My first question where I go ask be say these artisans we are talking about, what is their competence level? Remember, competence now the knowledge of the job, the ability, the skill, the training and the experience. What is their competent level? Are they certified people to walk around electrical infrastructure? We don't hear to read. We don't see for news. We don't see everywhere where they put roof. They try do noggin and all those roofing close to power lines. Before you know it, they fall within the circumference of current. before you know it, induction way in talk. Induction you never touch them, but you dey around them. So
like magnet. Like magnet.
And it leads
electricity
to injury.
They do like magnet.
They do like magnet. So we'll continue to have this conversation. In fact, one leg that we hope to reinforce going forward is how we can again get in touch with all these technicians where you talk. Because at the end of the day, now their body be their money. Now person where they complete. Now they go call to go roof another house another day. So we'll continue to raise our local awareness so that they go the year and they will now, even Jesus give us right to choose between life and death. So we hope they will be able to choose.
Okay, we still the wait for our call 081-8212-0734. Make we know your opinion about this topic.
Because this matter now everybody concerned.
This is not the period for Harmattan. For bush burning, my people for the village, where they run after rabbits and all of that. What be your advice for people with the burn bush in their premises, in their environment? What kind of danger can come out of that?
Bush burning, however, we must recognize that there are controlled and the uncontrolled one. Most of these ones where you talk, sir, are the uncontrolled ones. And the danger be say, I don't know, maybe we don't see where fire they chase person. If you dey burn for year, it can spread so long as there are fuel along the road. If it be all those dry things, it be fuel. So if it spread, enter your house. And again, what about?
Okay, we have the first caller for today. Good afternoon. Hello?
Yeah, speak. Let's meet you.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Mr. Patrick from Volt.
Okay, you are welcome. Yeah.
Yes. Please, I want to ask. There's one number that they gave us one day. That number ends with 33. That's 53 at the back, and that number is for report for anybody that was campaign on the one.
Okay. That number is for whistleblower. If you see anything, maybe anybody they tamper with a light, anybody they do anything, where be say supposed do, that is the number you will call, for whistle to report the person. But are we okay? You are asking about the number, Abi? Okay,
Patrick.
Okay, maybe we will if we are able to lay our hands on the number quickly. Okay, let's quickly. The number is 0800
0800
then 00 33 then 333.
Okay.
I call the number again 0800 00 33 then 333. That's the number for whistle blowing. If you see anything you want report for ECO, that's the number. Okay.
So as they talk, they go. No go bomb bush, you. Because even if somebody is asthmatic around your building, you no go know, and you are polluting the atmosphere. You are polluting the atmosphere. So please, as much as possible, safety also covers. Let's speak about the environment a little. You must have pure air to breathe and pure environment to live in. So as much as possible.
And this bush burning sometimes too. They also destroy underground cables, even poles and conductors. Cross arms and the rest of them. Bush burning they destroy them. So bush burning, if you must do it, it has to be well controlled. Well,
let me ask this before you go. It's very important. Only a few days ago at Blackberry, a trailer. This long vehicle actually broke down the overhead bridge there because of the height of the bridge of the truck. Now, as far as electricity is concerned, when things like this happen, I know some of them are too tall that they can bring down the wires.
Yes.
So, what's your advice for such drivers?
Firstly, there are setbacks in between those bridges and the lines, and. Well, you will see, say road safety, they always catch most of those drivers. We don't overload their vehicles when they're too high. And that's why most of them, they move for night. So it's important that they avoid overloading. Some of them, you go even say, and they go down load and tow, you go, they touch the line. So importantly, we would raise advocacies, but I know road safety, they are on it. They ensure that people don't overload. In fact, they don't expect them to overload above their rear mirror. So thank you.
Thank you very much. We don't
talk
spend our
sweet,
time.
But time no agree.
Yeah, we really have to go. Thank you, Mr.
We can't thank you enough, Mr. Aluko.
Our regard, our greetings to EKEDC.
We will.
I hope that the hampers they come for all our listeners.
We'll make sure you have power supply.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. My name is Banji Busari. See you next week.
And I am Ademola Adegoke. Till next week. Bye for now.
ekdp.com/STS and input your current meter number to check the eligibility status of your meter to upgrade to the STS2 version. If your meter is eligible, we will get back to you. But if it is not eligible, you will have to apply for a new meter. And note that EKDC will reimburse you for the meter